see. Now this is Omri, and I'm Bob, and we are here in front of Max Brenner's chocolate bar in Bondi Junction. We've just had a wonderful day sharing together about what God wants to do here in Australia among the believers, especially related to the HIT network that's hosting Israeli travelers, a network over which Omri presides. And he's looking for believers in all across our network, as I share this with the Jews for Jesus email recipients. So he's looking for, how would you describe it? What can a believer in Australia do to help witness to an Israeli?
All that people need to really do is just make themselves available to God. That's the most shocking news I've learned about this great God of ours, is that He can even use you and me, Bob.
Yeah.
Just make yourself available to God. You don't have to go through Bible college. You don't have to go through any degree. Just show some hospitality, open your heart, open your home, and you will be shocked to find out that God can even use you in witnessing to His people, Israel, who come here to Australia and New Zealand and to other countries as well, by the hundreds and sometimes even by the thousands every single year.
Now, no one would know this, but Omri lives in New Zealand. That's not a Kiwi accent. But you've lived over in New Zealand for 20 years.
Yeah, almost. Just under 20 years.
And when you came there, you were not yet a believer.
No, I was just, as you would see me, that's exactly the Israelis that you will meet in your home. 18 years ago, I was a secular Israeli. I grew up in a kibbutz. 10 minutes drive on one side from Mount Carmel, 10 minutes drive on the other side from Mount Megiddo, Armageddon. And the most shocking thing of all is that God needed to bring me, a native-born Israeli, a Jew, from Israel to the outermost part of the earth, to New Zealand, in order to reveal Himself to me. I'm not the only Israeli that has come to faith out of Israel. I believe that most Israelis who do come to faith has come to faith out of Israel through some bold witnessing of mostly Gentile believers in the God of Abraham, Isaac.
And if a Jewish believer wants to host an Israeli, that would be okay.
Sure.
And a Gentile believer, now the HIT network, how do they find you? Is it HIT.com or something? No.
We now, for years, we've been operating solely in New Zealand. The network has been now going internationally. We've been operating in New Zealand since the year 2000. The website is very simple, is hitinternational.net.
HITinternational.net. And if they get confused, they can just Google hosting Israeli travelers.
Very simple.
And it would probably go right to you.
We'll
find out.
Let's find out.
That's right. If it doesn't work, definitely contact Jews for Jesus.
If you can't get to me, I'm sure you can get the hold of me.
And I'll get everybody over to Omri. Yes. Jaacobovich. That's a Irish name, isn't it?
Irish from yes.
What kind of name is Jaacobovich?
I think it comes from, I think it's Czech, but both my grandparents, both from my parents, my father and my mother were Hungarian.
Hungarian Jews?
Yes.
In Sydney we have a preponderance of Hungarian Jews. In Melbourne, mostly Polish Jews, back in the 40s, 50s when people were coming. But right now, throughout Australia, Singapore, New Zealand,
and any other country, any country.
Most of the people watching are from this region, and we want you to be involved in welcoming an Israeli into your home, or 2 or 3, however many you can have. You can also participate not only in housing, although that's the best way. They get comfortable, they find home with you, as you would like Yeshua to find home with you. And then you have a chance to share the good news with them one by one, matching your own personality. Nobody's going to tell you how to do it or how not to do it, but just get to live your life in front of people who are looking for what's the Australian experience, what's the Singaporean experience, and that you take them into your life. Most Israelis are happy to participate, aren't they?
Israelis always look for cheap and attractive things, and housing is obviously the main attraction, but if you don't have a home, of course you cannot host. You can still maybe invite them going hunting or fishing, or take them surfing or on day tours, whatever that may be.
So what I want to leave the people with is a chance to pray that they be used. You know, Matthew chapter 9, Yeshua said, the harvest is plentiful, the laborers are few. Pray therefore the Lord of the harvest to send forth laborers into his harvest. We were just talking that you don't have to go to Israel to work among Israelis.
No, Israelis go everywhere.
They're coming here. They're coming to your town.
Anywhere.
So contact Omri, and if you get confused, contact me just back on the email that you received this YouTube on, and let's see what we can do together to answer that prayer that believers are praying, the Lord of the harvest to send forth laborers in your neighborhood into his harvest.
Just one more thing I'd like to add, Bob. Of course, you're an evangelist, Jews for Jesus. I'm myself an evangelist. No, I guess not everyone that would have the evangelistic gifts per se, but we are all called to be able to give a reason for the hope within us. And what's so attractive about the hosting hospitality, especially at such a time as this, I cannot think about any better way for any Gentile, especially Gentile lovers of Israel, to show love and support and friendship by opening their hearts and homes. And it's not aggressive evangelism, it's just, you just be your friend.
Be yourself.
Be yourself, be their friend, show interest in their lives, and at some point you will find out they'll come to you asking, why do you do this? Now at this point in time you can open the scriptures and bash them with the gospel, but you can just tell them and share with them. I would suggest it's a better way.
That's how you got saved.
Yeah, just to share with them why you do what you do for them, which basically the scriptures teaches us that you, the Gentiles, are indebted to the Jews. And there's no better way, I cannot find a better way how you can actually show your love and support by opening your home and inviting to the Israelis, saying to them, come, you are welcome in my home.
That's
Let me bless you with what your God has blessed me.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thanks for watching. God bless you as you consider helping out the HIT network, joining that. You've joined Jews for Jesus. We're part together of God's work in these last days. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom. Thank you, Bob.